first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Falcons offense set to take over for the first time, and it's all behind their 30-year-old quarterback. That's Taylor Heineke.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. But the numbers for London last week, 5 catches, 64 yards.
You think the head coach and the offensive coordinator are able to pull the earplugs out now? Because all week, all they heard was, you know, Coach, they can't guard the pass at all. I mean, they're next to last in the league. Let's throw it on every down.
Yeah, last week we saw the numbers. This week going against second to last in the pass defense area. Good for him. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. But Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
3rd and 5. Throwing. Heineke. And this is going to be incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. So here are the Vikings set to go to work, and they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
Minnesota's new coaching staff really leaned on Cousins for leadership and production, and the longtime vet was up to the pressure. 29 touchdowns, 4,500 yards, and a 13-win season, his best as a starter. Captain Kirk, he's quietly been one of the league's most productive passers the last few seasons.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Cousins on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Cousins, meanwhile, throwing complete there to Hockenson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Throwing, Cousins. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 3. Handoff up the middle. Hunt looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. You talk about this Falcon defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because They know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Folks, kick is good, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now Heineke. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On third down, Heineke. That's out wide here for Robinson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Falcons at 7-1 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. They'll run with a former Viking, Cordero Patterson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Falcons have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fielded at the 43. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Here's a 2nd and 5. Heineke. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Take it at the 37. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 66 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion right is Jones. Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. From the gun, Heineke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 8. Cousins to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right at the 35. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now here's Bradley Pinion now. On the return, here's Agnew. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This will be fielded at the 17. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Heineke now looking to throw on first down. Into the hands of London. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Heineke to throw it. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. Eluding the pressure right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he fields it cleanly. We'll call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Now Heineke. Here's a screen for Robinson. He's across midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There were appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
On second down, a run with Patterson. Down right around the 25.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Heineke now. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Koo now for the point after. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big run by Kareem Hunt, 49 yards. Cousins on first down. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. From the red zone now, Cousins. Complete, Jefferson the target. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from some.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are back within a score. Folk connects on the extra point. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field.
He has been a factor in a multitude of ways. Over 100 yards rushing. He's approaching that number in the receiving category, too.
And you know why I've always respected guys who can have these types of games? As a runner, you're going through a pile, people raking at the football all the time. Your hands take a beating, okay? And to be able to still go out and catch the football in open field after going through that guy's dynamite.
He's been dynamite in this game so far. We'll see defensively if they have an answer, because they need to come up with something.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Here comes third and about a foot. Here's Heineke.
Steps away. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
And the Vikings were really looking for a boost to their pass rush, and they targeted Marcus Davenport in free agency. And right now, after plays like that, looks like a win-win for both sides.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Heineke on first down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Throwing. Heineke.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll try and run for it. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Arnold Ebiketie in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too. too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
2nd down and 3. Patterson running between the tackles. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 9. Heineke. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On 3rd down, Heineke. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Taking it right down Broadway. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
To throw is Heineke.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. Here in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line. And here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Coup for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 14. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Listen to me.
Throwing is Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. 1st down. Here's Cousins.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
Cousins now.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
They'll throw again. Cousins. His throw incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
To throw is Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trey Flowers picks it.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Heineke.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like